Hello Planet Poke people, it's me, deogenz, and it's time for Pokemon of the Week. Before we get going on today's greatness, I just want to say and mention the greatness of one trainer, 12345 Drizzy, who posted a video response to last week's Pokemon of the Week, which was some great battle footage of Nidoking. This is what I really like to see, the Pokemon of the Week that I'm doing that week in battle to see how it really works on the field, and this was a beautiful sweep. You can see it has a very versatile move pool, which unfortunately today's set does not, but it can take out numerous opponents, and if you watch the full battle by clicking on the screen currently, you can fully witness how Nidoking claims a come-from-behind victory for this trainer. Moving on to this week. The garbage Pokemon that I dreaded so much in the 5th gen. I decided to do it this week just so I could see if it was tolerable, and it turns out that Garbador is a letdown of a Goliath. It's well placed in the never used tier because of its poor move pool and meh-worthy stats. Considering its offensive move pool limits, you want to include its niche, which is spikes or toxic spikes. I went with spikes because of the gunk shot, potentially poisoning your foes, and too many times I've encountered steel Pokemon or rapid spinners that make my toxic spikes mute. So if you can wage some extra damage on anyone that comes into the field, all the better to do it with spikes. So even though it is limited in its move pool, it has enough physical moves to take care of it, but it's not going to be a great sweeper. Unfortunately, it's got 75 speed, so you might want to attach air balloons to give you that free hit if somebody doesn't know that you've got it attached and they go for the earthquake. Another good switcheroo that you can do to protect this poke is have a dark type like Tyranitar from the past weeks swap out when you feel a psychic move is coming. That's a good way to counterbalance and set up spikes and even utilize some of its physical offense without having to worry about not having too many moves to choose from. Its stab move, Gunk Shot, does a powerful 120 base power damage, only has a power points of 5, so you may want to do a PP max before going into battle with it, but that's a massive amount of damage for anything that isn't resisting poison type moves. That's a stab. Drain Punch recovers half of the damage it does, which is a base power of 75, is a fighting type move, so it can actually restore some of Garbador's heaping loads of trash as its health. Seed Bomb, a powerful 80 base grass type, is perfect for a surprise strike on a ground type that thinks it can get you with Earthquake or Earth Power if you have air balloons attached. So it's a perfect switch on what they thought was their clinch to victory. You can destroy them with Seed Bomb. Additional moves here that you may want to consider are Clear Smog for clearing your opponent's setups, and Rock Polish, but I wouldn't go with Rock Polish only because taking the time to set up with Garbador, you mainly want to set up arena spikes. You want to set up traps. When this thing is off the field, it's not your main sweeper, it's just kind of a backup supporter who has the niche of spikes and toxic spikes. That's fine. So I don't want to waste too much time boosting its stats, but by all means, go ahead and perhaps if somebody makes another video response with a battle of Garbador using that strategy, it would be interesting to see how the comparisons would be to the one that didn't fare with the additional stat boosts. When your Statan Island trash heap of strength does diminish in health and it does become obsolete, Aftermath will come to be your best friend in ability, because whatever killed it off is going to take some massive damage from Aftermath. Aside from the water, air pollution, and ground contamination you're getting from the somewhat radiated looking shiny sprite of Garbador, Aftermath will take a fourth of the opponent's health who dealt the final blow onto it. So this thing is meant to be destroyed. It's meant for the incinerators. That's why it's got a face like, "Ah, don't kill me! I'm a strange poke who's not even a poke, I'm just a garbage pile! Don't blame me! Blame the developer who has too much trash in his house and couldn't think of a Pokemon idea." It's not my favorite Pokemon by any means, but I'm glad to see how it would function in the metagame. And if you've got suggestions or have battled with this poke in the past, let me know in the comments below or in a video response, because that was awesome from last week's Nidoking sweep. I'd love to see more of that stuff. I'm deogenz. Remember to subscribe to Planet Poke for more of this and other awesome content from all over the spectrum, from card openings to walkthroughs to skits that I even do. So lots of stuff to watch here, and be sure to check out the diverse dimensions of deogenz.